Yo, what's up guys, and welcome Mr. Franklin back with a commentary about Telltale. Haven't made one in a while due to college and, Stranger Things, The Defenders, Iron Fist, Wolfenstein, all that stuff. Been doing that, and it's kind of getting a bit hectic. But now I'm here talking about the recent news about Telltale. I'm pretty sure you already seen the news. It's been trending on Twitter. Telltale has, cut about 25% of its staff. So going from 400 employees to now around 300, I believe. They cut 25%. And it's kind of a bit weird because Telltale has been just touting how, oh, we're growing our team to be able to do so much more stuff. And now they're cutting their staff and not growing the team anymore. If you look at their jobs page used to be asking for things like, writers, some gameplay programmers, just senior programmers and stuff like that. But now it's just cut out to basically a bunch of, just engineering stuff like programming engineering and stuff like that. Like the animation engineer, engine programmer, which, they need a lot of those. And that's pretty much it as of right now. Their hiring has been cut. But for the most part, they have cut some staff. Now the post was broken out by businessindustry.biz. They go ahead and talk about how they plan to restructure the company, basically. Here's a quote coming from the CEO, who is the new CEO. Recently, about a month ago, he became this new CEO of Telltale, and his name is Pete Hawley. Basically, what he has done is he was the CEO of Zynga, and they made Facebook games. I'm not entirely sure, what they accomplished, but Facebook games aren't really the best, but they do make a bunch of money because, your grandma probably plays some Farmville or something like that. Anyways, P. Hawley, new CEO of Telltale, he said, "Our industry has shifted in tremendous ways over the past few years. The realities of the environment we face moving forward demand we evolve, as well reorienting our organization with a focus on delivering fewer, better games with a smaller team." Now that's a very interesting, comment from him. That basically gives a lot of insight from where he actually thinks the company should move forward as. Pretty much being a smaller studio back to where it was. Because Telltale back in the Walking Dead Season 1 days, I think they had around 70 employees. So it's a very, very small team. Now they're around 300, I believe. And they want to just keep at a small size, not get as big as Ubisoft or, one of the BioWare studios or City Project Red and stuff like that. They don't want to get that big, but keep a small structured team because teams are pretty much easier to manage. Like the project managers, they can manage a smaller team a lot better than a bunch of people working over different departments on different things. And I guess it will be very hectic to kind of just manage a bigger team. But they also said fewer but better games. Now right now, well, as of yesterday or something like that, Telltale has been working on pretty much Guardians of the Galaxy, Minecraft Story Mode, Batman the Enemy Within, and pretty much I believe they're starting some pre-production for The Walking Dead, the final season, and Wolf Among Us Season 2. So they've been working on a bunch of games at once. So they should probably chill out, slow the hell down, get back to doing at the very least, 2 games. Maybe even 1. If not 1, then just 2 games at once. Chill out. You don't gotta make 4 games a year. Just calm down, work on fewer and better games. That's their plan as far as what the CEO says. Hopefully this will actually bring in some better games. Not having their staff stretched out among each project, just doing their own thing and not having them work cohesively as a team. Now there was, from another article from Polygon, they actually have a quote from Telltale that say they are restructuring their, how they do things. They said they plan to move their internal development over to more proven technologies that will fast track innovation in its core products. A lot of business jargon there, fast tracking innovation in its core products. Their core products pretty much are choice-based games. And honestly, Telltale hasn't really been innovative at all. They haven't really done anything different from The Walking Dead Season 3 that didn't happen in The Walking Dead Season 1. In terms of gameplay, their choice style, it's the same thing. They haven't really been innovating very much. And their engine, don't get me started on their engine. Their engine is complete, utter trash, dude. not to be rude or anything, but their engine is really showing its age as of right now. It's not really able to push graphical fidelity, and when they try to go ahead and basically push the engine to its limit by upgrading the engine, attempting to upgrade the engine, when they released Batman Season 1, you saw what happened with that on the PC and on the Xbox One and PS4 platforms. The frame rate was horrendous. It had drops. Obviously, they have to go ahead and do more of an internal reconstruction of their engine, break it down, and basically just go from the ground up, because this engine, trying to upgrade it, it's not doing very well from what I can see. Optimization is a huge key to basically having an engine work. If your engine isn't optimized, it's not going to do what you want to do at a great frame rate, from what I can see. So the priority should be the engine. Either do a huge reconstruction of it, or just start from the beginning and build up a whole new engine. Now the engine's called the Telltale tool, but you know, they've been using the same engine they used for Jurassic Park, and that was a couple years ago. So yeah, they made some graphical improvements, like adding subsurface scattering and basically improving the shadows, improving textures, and a bunch of things like that, making it look a lot more reflective. And you know, it's been looking pretty good, but that's at the cost of performance. They're doing this stuff without optimizing it, and they have to spend time doing that. So that's what I think. This is a bad thing. But that's what I think. That's my little rant about that. Telltale should really reconstruct their engine, do a lot better in optimizing and also pushing forward their graphical fidelity. Now, personally, you know, but many of you say this, Telltale isn't about the graphics, and I do believe that. They aren't about graphics. They shouldn't have it look like, you know, EA's Battlefront 2. They shouldn't do that. It's about the story. The story is what counts. But I do believe the graphics are becoming a little bit outdated. They should actually do some, you know, not big improvements, not adding such realism to where it would take a lot of time to actually produce these episodes. They should do it to a point where they can actually work with it. You know what I mean? So that's pretty much what I think about that. How this layoff, man, it hurts a bunch of people. They heard about it the day of, and that's what makes it pretty sad. This happens a lot in the industry. Studios like BioWare Montreal, who made Mass Effect Andromeda, they got shut down and laid off. We also have Visceral, who is owned by EA as well. They were working on a Star Wars game, and it wasn't really doing too well internally, and their studio got shut down and they got laid off as well. So it happens a lot if things aren't going too well. So I don't think Telltale's in danger of being shut down or anything. Definitely not. They're far from that. But they're probably just doing some reconstruction internally to kind of just pave a better future, because A New Frontier, Guardians of the Galaxy, they aren't what they should have been. They really weren't, to be honest. And they should just focus on slowing the hell down and making a good game for once. That's what they should be focused on. They said it won't actually affect their previously announced games like The Walking Dead Season 4 and Wolf Among Us Season 2. This shouldn't affect them from what they say, but we'll see about that. Hopefully this can actually have them, you know, cut down to a smaller team, work better to give us better games and better episodes, and that would be pretty awesome as well. Very sad to hear these employees losing their jobs over what executives did in the past. You know, they were all boastful about, hey, we're expanding our studio to make better, more episodes and more seasons and stuff. But now, here's the effect of it. Telltale probably isn't selling as much as they should, and the executives wanted to expand their staff to kind of just do more work, and the work didn't cut out for them. So now we have them backpedaling. On the decision to go ahead and expand staff due to executive decisions to go ahead and expand and then cut them short, man. Sad days, because pretty much I want to be a gameplay programmer. You know, gameplay programmer, UI programmer, anything in programming. I want to be a programmer for video games, and kind of worries me a bit, but I'm still going to follow what I want to do, and hopefully the industry gets a lot better with this and actually just works on just doing better. That's what I think they should do. But enough rambling for me. What do you guys think about Telltale actually cutting their staff short a little bit, but also focusing on internal improvements and also releasing fewer games that are better with a smaller team? What do you guys think about that? I'm Inferno Kun. Go ahead and comment down below your comments and subscribe and like the video for more Inferno Kun. That's it. I'm out.